No one should expect a dog to never bark. That's as unreasonable as expecting a child to never talk. But some dogs bark excessively. If that's a problem in your home, the first step is figuring out what causes your dog to bark too much. Once you know why they are barking, you can start to treat their barking problem. In this video, we will tell you how to stop dogs from barking. Number 10. Exercise. Make sure your dog has an adequate amount of physical and mental exercise before you leave in the morning. A tired dog is more likely to rest when you're not at home. If possible, have a dog walker come to walk your dog midday. Keep your dog active. A pooped pooch is less likely to overreact with a barking fit. Take your dog on regular walks or play fitness games like fetch or frisbee. Change up his routine. A dog barking compulsively or out of boredom might stop if you make some changes. If he is being kept in a backyard and barking there, bring the dog inside and place him in a crate. If the dog is barking because he's confined in a crate, try leaving him free in one room of your house. Number 9. Socialization. A dog may bark at people or other dogs if they haven't been socialized well enough. A dog that has had many positive experiences with all ages and types of people, including people on bikes, in wheelchairs, children, etc., is less likely to bark at them. Letting your dog meet the mailman and the UPS driver, for example, and asking them to give your dog a cookie can help. Teach her how to meet and greet. A dog that barks when greeting can be trained to meet people and other dogs more gently. Be sure to keep greeting at your front door very low key and calm. Keep a toy near the door and encourage your dog to pick it up and hold it in their mouth before opening the door. On walks, distract your dog when passing other people or dogs by offering a tasty treat. Number 8. Dog toys and puzzles. There are a number of interactive dog toys that will give your dog something to do. For example, treats can be placed inside a dog puzzle toy, and the dog will work to get the treat out. Offer distractions. Bored dogs will be less inclined to bark if they are given plenty of toys to play with. If your dog is barking due to outside noises, playing the TV or radio while you're away can drown out those sounds. A TV or radio also can help soothe separation anxiety. Number 7. Manage surroundings. A common suggestion by trainers for dogs who bark when owners are gone is to leave the dog with some familiar sounds, such as a radio or television program. The idea is that these approximate the household sounds when the owner is present. Additional steps, such as closing the blinds before you leave the house, can help by removing your dog's opportunity to see things, such as squirrels or the mailman that will tempt them to bark. Number 6. Desensitize your pet. Gradually get your dog accustomed to whatever is causing them to bark. Start with the stimulus, the thing that makes them bark, at a distance. It must be far enough away that they don't bark when they see it. Feed them lots of good treats. Move the stimulus a little closer, perhaps as little as a few inches or a few feet to start, and feed treats. If the stimulus moves out of sight, stop giving the dog treats. You want your dog to learn that the appearance of the stimulus leads to good things. Treats. Example, barking at other dogs. Have a friend with a dog stand at a side or far enough away so your dog won't bark at the other dog. As your friend and their dog come into view, start feeding your dog a treat. Stop feeding treats as soon as your friend and their dog disappear from view. Repeat the process multiple times. Number 5. Teach the quiet command. A popular method for curtailing excessive barking is teaching the quiet command. Use a calm, firm voice to tell your dog to be quiet and positively reinforce correct behavior with treats and affection. Train your dog to respond to the word quiet by allowing 3 or 4 barks, then saying quiet in a calm, clear voice. When you say quiet, Break the barking jag by holding his muzzle gently, dropping a loud object that distracts him, or squirting him in the face with a spray bottle of water. In this instance, you could use a manually controlled bark collar as a distraction method. Eventually, your dog will learn that quiet means he should stop barking. Recall. Useful to call your dog away from barking triggers, like the doorbell ringing or a neighbor dog outside. Number 4. Use sight barriers. Territorial and alarm barking happen when dogs see or hear something that arouses their attention. That's why so many dogs bark at the living room window or along the fence. The quickest trick to stop barking at the window or in the yard is to manage the environment. Block your dog's sight line to potential barking triggers. In the yard, use privacy fencing to cut off views to neighboring yards or the street. Commercial-grade privacy screening installs over your existing fence and may be allowed in your rental unit. Number 3, don't respond to barking dogs. Many dogs will bark to get your attention, ask for food, or to tell you to open the door and let them out of the crate. Don't respond. Wait until your dog is quiet to give them what they want. And be sure to recognize the behavior you want, such as provide positive reinforcement to your dog when he lies down quietly. Don't reward barking. Above everything else, don't inadvertently encourage barking through your own behavior. Don't reward barking by giving the dog a treat after he has barked. Only treat when the dog has been quiet. Also, don't encourage barking at outside noises by asking, "Who's there?" Remove the motivation. Your dog gets some kind of reward when they bark. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it. Figure out what they get out of barking and remove it. Don't give your dog the opportunity to continue the barking behavior. Example, barking at passerby. If they bark at people or animals passing by the living room window, manage the behavior by closing the curtains or putting your dog in another room. If they bark at passerbys when in the yard, bring them inside. Number 2, set up a doggy quiet zone. If your dog barks when you leave the house, which can be a sign of separation anxiety, set up a safe and quiet place for them away from the front door. This may be a back bedroom, laundry room, or spare space. Your doggy quiet zone may include a crate decked out with a comfy bed and privacy cover, or a baby gate to block off other areas, a stuffed Kong toy or puzzle feeder to keep them busy and keep their mouth occupied with something other than barking, a white noise machine to mask exterior sounds and produce soothing soundscapes. A fan or radio can also work for this purpose. If you live in a smaller home and can't isolate your dog in a room, consider crate training and using a crate cover that allows plenty of airflow while limiting sight lines. Number 1, bark control and anti-stress devices. Thanks to advances in technology and a wider understanding of dog behavior, there are some products on the market that effectively control barking in a gentle, humane way. For example, ultrasonic anti-bark birdhouse. Ultrasonic bark deterrent devices work by emitting a ultrasonic sound that dogs find unpleasant, which startles them out of barking. Reviews of ultrasonic anti-bark devices are mixed. Some dogs don't respond to them and others are too sensitive for what is essentially a correction. But for some dogs, these are very effective. Citronella spray collar. A humane alternative to shock collars of yarn, the Citronella spray bark collar uses a burst of citronella spray to eliminate or reduce excessive barking. Dogs don't like the taste of citronella and the shh sound, and sensation startles them out of barking. Stress-reducing collar. Loaded with dog-soothing herbs, these collars can help stressed dogs calm down and reduce anxious barking. Not all dogs will respond, however. Thunder Shirt Pressure Wrap. A classic, this wrap helps dogs prone to anxiety, overstimulation, or compulsive barking. It applies gentle, constant pressure to help dogs feel calmer and more secure. Like all the gear noted in this article, some dogs will respond well to a pressure wrap while others may simply ignore it or actively dislike it. When introducing any new gear like this, go slowly and reward your dog with plenty of praise and treats. Do let us know which one of them helped you in stopping your dog from barking. Please subscribe to The Amazing Dogs. Thanks for watching.